Just before we kick off with the discussion around urinals, what's the state of play at Cistermiser as we're kind of on our way out of lockdown?
Yeah, thanks, Tom. Afternoon. Good to talk to you. Yes, the situation at Cistermiser is quite a positive one at the moment. We've managed to stay in production throughout the whole period of shutdown, albeit with a reduced workforce. Because obviously we supply products into critical areas for water supply, maintenance, that side of things. And over the last few weeks, we've started to see an improved level of inquiries and sales, both through our specification side of business and through the merchant. So a positive outlook, but tinged with some caution just on how the market's reacting to sort of reopening, I guess, if you like.
Thanks for that. Yeah, one of the reasons why we scheduled this catch up was because the British Toilet Association has been campaigning on more and better washrooms. Just wonder what your thoughts are on that particular agenda.
Yeah, and again, really keen to have the conversation around this, as we've been doing some work around the washrooms in the UK market, and certainly the lack of investment and maintenance of these facilities over the last few years. I know there's been a general reduction on maintenance and introduction of new facilities, and we're really keen to push that, because as more and more people start to use outside spaces, certainly there's an encouragement throughout the government and from the welfare of people to get out, albeit before the COVID situation. So we're really keen to champion the British washroom market and their facilities, and how we can look to support that going forward.
And it's one of the ways that they've been framing that discussion is that toilets are a piece of infrastructure, and that it's about making people's life more comfortable and more hygienic ultimately. Is that something which you think that there's going to be broad buy-in for?
Yeah, I think so, and I think people are looking to that, and they're looking to be able to go out and utilise public space with confidence. I think one of the comments I've seen very recently, and again it's around the COVID situation, but people are wary of going out in case that facility isn't open or hasn't been opened, or there's only limited use. So I think it may take an even greater importance, and a greater importance in the infrastructure of buildings and our open spaces, to have those available and open, because as we've seen, many of them have been closed due to lack of funds. And I think it'll become increasingly important, and we're really keen as a business to try and champion that cause.
There's been some discussion about the role of individual fittings within the future of washrooms. Yeah. What are your thoughts on urinals as something which Cistermiser are particularly involved in, and the role that they could have going forward?
Yeah, and we've been reading some of the comments very closely, and we supply washroom controls, both controlling WCs and urinals in terms of infrared actuation, that side of things. And one of the areas that we're very conscious of is how the role the urinal plays, and also its significance in helping to support an ease of use, a hygienic installation, and a non-touch installation. Also, we've looked into the areas in the washroom where the urinal's installed, and found that actually you could go into a washroom space and use the urinal without touching a single surface within that facility. So we feel that the urinal offers a real hygienic approach to the washroom. It also gives a speed of throughput, if you like, and it helps to promote social distancing because of the way the urinal's used. It's much quicker to be used than a WC, and with our electronic controls, or the electronic flushing, allows a no-touch hygienic solution to the washroom facility.
So here to stay for the foreseeable future, you think?
Yeah, I think so. I think what they offer a very hygienic solution, and helps to support ease of use, the reduction in water usage than the flushing of a WC, but also the social distancing side of things as well.
So the better washroom debate, where would you like to see it go next?
the better washroom debate. I think there's elements that we can help to champion through yourselves as well, but I think there's also some lobbying that we can do, and all the way up into the government circles, to show the benefits of better washrooms, as well as the hygiene side of things, but also to help promote people use the washrooms, and help to promote people to get out there into the open spaces, into the community, with a level of confidence. And again, going back to the article I read earlier, is that people's not being confident to go out because these washrooms aren't there. They're not part of our infrastructure. So it'd be good to see that raised higher than it maybe currently is at the moment, and not seen as the first thing to cut funds on or to reduce funds.
Certainly something that BMA can get behind. Rich, thanks very much for your time this afternoon.
That's a pleasure. Thanks, Tom.